right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to Take It to the House. My name is Zach. I'm joined with Thatcher today. Elijah is not able to join us today. This is like the third week in a row, I feel like.
Yeah.
But third episode in like two. So
Also, he gets to go to the Diamondbacks game tomorrow. Oh
it's
my
tonight.
gosh.
It's tonight. No, wait.
It's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
because they have to have a day to travel because
Yep.
the game was last night.
Yep.
That atmosphere is going to be so electric because they could seal it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I'll be happy with that because I don't like the Dodgers.
Huh?
I don't like the Dodgers.
I don't like the Dodgers either. I have a Dodgers hat and I went to a Dodgers game and I still don't like the Dodgers. They're just not a team that I feel like I can root for. I like Mookie a lot, but like everybody else on that team, I'm just like,
Yeah, not
and
worth it.
their atmosphere, I have to say, was not great.
Well, it's
Like,
because we'll talk about this for sure. We'll definitely talk
yeah,
about it.
yeah, but like when I went to a game, I was like, like this team, these fans wouldn't make me be into baseball, if that makes sense.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Hope you guys had a great weekend. A lot of upsets this weekend from college football and a lot of upsets in the NFL as well this past weekend. As well, we're going to go over some Europa League as well as Champions League games, La Liga and Premier, as there were games last weekend as well. Soccer is now on an international break right now. So
Ooh,
I know, boo. So we
don't
don't
like
have
it.
games until next week for leagues, which is not
Ooh.
fun. But okay, college football, we have some new AP rankings. Ohio State is now 3, Florida State 4, Texas is now 9, USC 10, North Carolina 12, Ole Miss 13, Louisville jumped up to 14, Utah moved up to 16, Duke moved up 1 to 17, UCLA is now ranked at 18, Tennessee and Wazoo are tied at 19, Notre Dame's 21, Kansas 23, Kentucky 24, Miami dropped down to 25, Mizzou and Fresno State did drop.
Also,
L.
you're missing somebody.
What am I missing?
Who's at number 5?
Penn State.
Oh, really? Who's at number 6?
No, wait, no. Penn State's number 6.
No, who's number 5?
I'm sorry. I missed this. I'm bad.
Who beat Texas?
OU is at 5. I am so sorry.
No, you're good, but that's what I was like. Yeah,
I
that game
missed
was
that one.
insane. That was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. So Oklahoma beat Texas 34-30. They literally won on a game-winning drive.
Clutch drive,
Like
dude. It was
30-second
insane.
drive, minute drive. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I
That they
did think
got
that Ewers might get off that Hail Mary though, because it looked pretty good.
yeah, it did. It was really
But
close.
it sucks too because it makes you think if they would have gotten those extra few yards, maybe he might have been able to do it even better. But
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Arizona almost beat USC. It was really close. 3
where did
OT,
they go? Where did they go to 10, right?
third OT.
USC.
Yeah, they went down to 10.
Ooh, I would have dropped them more. You went to triple OT at home against an unranked team.
And you only won by 2 points.
Yeah, in triple overtime. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way, no.
So, and then here's one of the other notable upsets was Louisville completely kicked the
That was so
yeah,
sick.
they beat Notre Dame 33-20. That's why
And
Notre Dame
Jack
is now
Harlow was
21.
there.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the the post game. You could see him in the background. That was sick.
Yeah. Then the other upset was Wazoo and UCLA. UCLA
Yeah,
beat Wazoo by a one-score game,
which makes
25-17.
that makes the Utes win look better too.
Mm-hmm.
So that
So,
was
and then LSU did upset Missouri 49-39.
ah
That's not really a
yes.
biggest upset just because their like rankings were like one apart. But
Jaden Daniels is him, bro. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, he's so good.
So, but Utah was on a bye last week. They do have again this week against Cal.
Kind of sick that Utah moved up without having to do anything.
I
Love
know.
that.
Well, and Ohio State didn't move up either, just because of like the top three still.
Yeah, I just think that everything worked out for Utah. USC struggled. Washington State lost. Oregon State ended up winning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Oregon State won, but then all that game was close the last time I checked. And then Arizona, no, what was the other one that I was talking about?
Colorado.
Colorado, well, they won, but there
Won
was
by three
somebody
though.
else that was close around us that I feel like lost too. Oh, well, Notre Dame losing impacts things too because they were up there. So it's
Mhm.
just like things went well for Utah, and it was
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure. But yeah, they have a game against Cal at home this week. We don't know about Rising because he finally
I doubt it.
broke
Yeah, now with
rumors.
that too, there's I just
He basically has the same injury as QC from last year, is
yeah,
basically what he's saying. So he tore partially ligaments too.
yeah. Like
So
his MCL too, right?
yeah,
Is
his
what he was
MCL.
saying. Yeah. So he I just think honestly, if you're Utah, just don't rush it.
Yeah.
And then you just talk to Cam and be like, okay, this is where you have to talk about future of like, dude, like, are you gonna try to medically redshirt next year, or are you just gonna do what we can this year and call it quits? Because I love him to death, but at this point, he's injury prone and he can't stay healthy. And now you're looking at either play the rest of this season or play 5 games of next season,
Mhm.
neither of which will probably do much for your draft stock. So
No.
what you're looking at is you're going to have to milk the NIL that you have this year and then go prove it at like a training camp.
Mhm. And
So
just go undrafted.
honestly, if I'm Cam, I also think he has to realize what's best for Utah, and what's best for Utah isn't for Cam to not be on the roster next year because we don't want to have that pressure and obligation to play Cam next year when we really need to figure out our quarterback situation
Yeah,
next
because
year.
you got Isaac Wilson coming in, you got
Right.
Brandon
And Brandon
Rose,
Rose coming back. And then
Nate
what are you going to do with
Johnson,
Nate? Yeah.
or,
So it's
or
just,
Bryson.
I think Bryson's a,
Bryson's a junior.
okay. So he'll be a senior next year.
There's a chance he
Yeah.
might transfer out though. I feel
Yeah.
like.
So it's just like, I just think if you're Cam, you also got to recognize, like, all right, here's kind of where I'm at. And I probably need to move on. And then I can figure it out from there. Because if he stays next year, man, it's just Utah just gonna be stuck, and they're gonna feel trapped. And so I
And
think
then
maybe
you're not giving Wilson, Rose, and Nate more time to develop.
right,
Well,
right.
and
Because I mean,
Nate's
I
only a
think
redshirt freshman too. So
yeah. So I think Nate will stick around, but I also could see a reality where maybe Nate transfers if he doesn't win the job next year,
hmm.
because there's no reason for him to sit behind other freshmen and sophomores. Because
Yeah,
Brandon's
exactly.
gonna be a sophomore next year.
Yeah.
And then Isaac would be a freshman, and then Nate will be a sophomore. So I think that if Nate doesn't win the starting job next year, he'll probably transfer. Um, and then maybe Bryson will transfer too, or maybe Bryson will just stick around and be like, "Hey, I'm happy. I'm on a scholarship. I'm here."
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's just. I don't know. It sucks because I love Cam and I think he brings a lot, but I also think that it's time to move on as a Utah fan too, because now everybody keeps asking, "Where's Cam? Where's Cam? Where's Cam? Where's Cam?" And it's like, dude, like we just got to move on.
Hmm. I agree for sure, but we don't know what's going to happen with that. Obviously, that's going to be all on Cam.
Yeah,
So, uh,
him and
but
Kyle are probably gonna have to have a talk.
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
But I want to see him play this season too.
yeah, me
Obviously,
too. Especially like last season in the Pac-12, trying to make you're. I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think that the Utes will make the Pac-12 championship this year, and if they do, I'll be over the moon. But I just don't see it this year. But you're not out of it either. Like your only loss is to Oregon State, who's a very good team. You had your backup quarterback and your third string running back, and you were on the road, which is Oregon State's a hard place to go play.
yeah, and
Like
especially
I
with their new
remember,
stadium too.
yeah, when I talked to Dalton Kincaid and Devin Kafusi 2 years ago when we went to Oregon State, they said that it was probably one of the hardest places they've ever played. And they're like, that's like saying a lot because they've had to go to difficult places. I mean, Devin had to play here when
He was on
he
BYU.
when he went to BYU, and he had to play at BYU when he played for us.
Yeah,
So that's saying a lot that Oregon State was probably one of the hardest places. So, and that was before their
Oregon's
stadium renovation.
yeah, and Oregon's definitely a tougher spot too to play as well.
Yeah, Oregon's really tough, and even like Washington's not easy. So well, and they
Yeah,
had to go to Florida, and
last
they
year.
still. I mean, it's just like, man,
Same with Baylor.
right? And Baylor was freaking hot. It was so
Yeah.
hot. So
That just makes me not miss turf at all when playing
no, yeah,
football.
yeah.
And when
Because
you
well,
playing
and then I
soccer,
played. Well, and then I played when I played in high school. We had to play on the turf, and it just sucked.
and especially in the summer too, where we had training camp, and I was just like,
Ugh, yeah,
oh, it's like you could like I
yeah. And then
had a
I had
waterfall down my face.
yeah, I'd have like when we did club club tournaments during the summer. If you made it to the final, you went to play at Murray High, and their
Oh,
end zones are black. And
oh yeah.
as a goalie, that's where I spent my whole game was in the black end zone, and it was awful. It was so hot, and just like every time I had to dive, it was just brutal.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
anyways,
Feel that.
Red River rivalry was probably
That's
one of the best games of the year.
it's definitely one of the most entertaining rivalries in this college football era.
Yeah, and then just like this year alone, like it was like the first quarter was like touchdown, interception, punt block, touchdown. Like it was wild. That punt block was actually when I turned on the game. I turned it on and like Oklahoma ran the play and then they punted and then it got blocked. I was like, oh my gosh. It was just
Yeah,
back and forth. And that LSU game was really good too, but it's because of course
definitely.
I was gonna watch it. But that was back and forth too. LSU were down like 21-10 or something like that early and they had to come back. So
Yeah, Missouri's definitely had a better season this year as well.
yeah, it sucks that and then it sucks that LSU have those two losses now because now there's like no shot at playoffs. But if you would have only lost to Florida State or only to Ole Miss, might have had a shot.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So week 7 preview. There's only really a couple notable games. This is probably the best one of the week. Oregon at Washington.
That's gonna be
That's gonna
so good.
be a dogfight. I believe
Yeah,
game day is gonna be there as well. So, and then we got number 10 USC at 21 Notre Dame. That's just a classic rivalry they have.
that's gonna be good too.
That's
And
gonna be good
20
too.
Notre Dame being 21's like you have to take that with a pinch of salt because
They've
like
been really good this year.
they were what 10 before or at 11,
Mhm.
so it's like that's gonna be a good game. Is it
Yeah,
at Notre Dame?
it is at Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Yep. And then we got UCLA at Oregon State, which will be a great
I'll be good too.
proximal
Yeah.
game. And then we got Miami at North Carolina. Do you want to talk about Miami real
Oh my
quick?
gosh, I was just gonna say we got to talk about that. Oh
What
my.
are they doing? That was so
So for those of
stupid.
you who didn't watch, Miami were beating Georgia Tech, right? Georgia Tech. Miami were beating Georgia Tech at home. There was like 50 seconds left, and they could have kneeled the ball and ended the game.
Mhm.
And instead, they ran it through the middle. Their running back fumbled the ball. Georgia Tech got the ball back. Georgia Tech then went down the field and scored a touchdown with no timeouts and 50 seconds on the clock. They had 50 seconds when they got the ball. They went down the field, scored a touchdown,
They
and won the
literally
game.
pulled in Oklahoma
And they won the
in
game.
the same day.
It was just wild.
Oh yeah, very
Well,
wild.
they pulled a Oklahoma, but an Oklahoma that should have never happened. Like that should have never
Mhm.
happened. You should have kneeled the ball and the game would have been done. And instead, you decide to get cocky with it and run the ball through the middle and then you fumble the ball. Oh man, it was
Yeah, that was one of the other scores I forgot to note. That was an upset as well. It was like a
yeah,
3-point game.
yeah, and it's just more notable too because of the ending. It was just like, man, what are you doing?
Yep.
So
Yep. So, but that's it for college. We're excited for Utah to be back this weekend, and
yeah,
hopefully
I won't be
we'll get
there,
some good
but
news. I won't be either. So, we're on fall break right now. So we got
yeah. Well, and
nothing.
I decided to go coach my kids instead of go to the game because honestly, I don't feel like I'm gonna miss much against Cal. Like either we blow them out and win, and I'm like, okay, cool, we won, or like let's say we lost, and I'll be like, okay, good, I'm glad I didn't go. So it's just the 1 week, but
Yeah, for
I'll be
sure.
back for other games.
Great. NFL. Here we go.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Bears get their
I
first win of the season on Thursday Night Football.
Woo! They smacked them up.
They smacked them up. Fields carried Thatcher barely,
And DJ
and
Moore carried me in another league.
DJ Moore carried me in my league. I almost
Oh
lost though because Derrick Henry and Tony Pollard didn't do.
yeah,
But then Aaron Jones didn't play last night, so I was fine with that.
yeah.
The London Jaguars
The London Jaguars.
upset the Bills 25-20.
Dude, that's just the most Bills thing I've ever heard. They
I
have like an
know.
amazing blowout win against one of the best teams in the NFL, and then they lose. Josh Allen did not look good, bro.
No.
Oh my gosh. gosh.
No.
This is why I will never buy the Bills. I'll never buy them until they make it to a Super Bowl. Because this is what you get. You dominate the other teams, and then you have a stinker. And then you dominate, and then you have a stinker. And it's like you remember a couple years back when they lost to Jacksonville on
That's when they had
the
Blake
last
Bortles.
game? It was like 9-0.
That's when they had Blake Bortles, didn't they?
No, it was the season. It was when they were tanking for Trevor.
Oh, they had Gardner.
So it was Gardner, and they
Yeah.
lost 9-0 on the last day for seeding, because I think they would have been the number 1 seed, and then they lost it.
And the Chiefs took number 1 seed.
Dude, this is why I'll never buy the Bills. I don't think that the Bills are a legit contender until they can win these kind of games.
Yeah, exactly. But T-Law
T-Law looks good.
T-Law is looking better. I can't believe someone dropped T-Law in our league.
Yeah, but you were thinking about dropping Burrow.
I'm not doing that now.
Yeah.
The Broncos continue to be caca.
Man, I feel for you on that one. That one really sucks, especially because of all the drama between Denver and the Jets now.
Yeah, I know. 0-2 against Zach Wilson, by the way.
Yeah, Sean Payton's got to get it together, man.
And our defense needs to get it together, too.
Well, and Russell Wilson can't fumble on that last drive, man. He just can't fumble the ball. Like that. And Sean, there's a video out there for those of you who don't know. There's a video out there of Sean Payton chewing Russ out when he came to the bench.
He's like, "What are you doing?" Or whatever.
I just don't know what he's doing. He's trying to play a hero ball, and it's like, dude, like, because you guys there was still like a minute and a half left, right? Like, you guys still had time to go drive down the field.
A minute.
And you only needed a field goal, right, to tie the game, to take it to overtime. Or, a touchdown, but you still had a minute and you had timeouts, right?
Mm-hmm. No, we had one.
One?
We had one timeout left.
Still, at that point, dude, you might as well take the sack.
Yeah.
It just sucks. And I feel for you, and I feel for that because Zach was basically in the mood that I was in last week. So, like, I totally get that. And Elijah, we love you, but we also hate you at the same time because, like,
you could literally tell how pissed I was last weekend on Sunday.
Well, I also think too, I don't think Elijah can take it as well as he can dish it.
No.
Like he can dish it to us really well, but then if we were to be like, "What happened?" He'd be like, "Well,"
and then he's gonna try, and then he tries listing off his counter arguments.
Right, and it's like, bro, you just like your team lost, just like it's fine.
And they lost to the Jets last year to Joe Flacco.
That's right. Yeah. So it's just like, dude, I don't want to hear it. Yeah. But they didn't even play this week. So,
and obviously, I don't like losing to Zach Wilson because he went to BYU.
Yeah, and because he's just like not good.
But dude, the Jets, CJ Mosley played really, really good.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that he can still play at this high of a level.
Especially going from the Ravens to the Jets for like the last.
He was like my favorite player on that Ravens defense. Out of all of them, he was my favorite.
Oh yeah,
because it was really CJ Mosley, Ray Lewis, and Ed Reed in that Super Bowl, and CJ Mosley was my favorite.
Yeah. And they let CJ Mosley go, but then they got Roquan Smith out of it last year or 2 years ago.
True, yeah.
So I didn't. CJ Mosley's doing good. Quinn Williams looked really good too.
Yeah, he's a stud. It sucks too that you guys lost because you were wearing your new uniforms on your new field and you lost.
They finally put the helmets in the game.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Did they put the field in the game?
No, not the field. No, I was away actually. I don't know about the field actually. So I was playing with Landon last night. So, but all right, Joe Burrow looks to be back on track for
and
right
Jamar.
now. And Jamar. Ooh.
Didn't he have like 6 catches, 170 yards, and 3 touchdowns or something like that?
Yep. So Joe Burrow throws 3 touchdowns, but an interception. He threw for like 320 yards, 317 yards. All 3 of those touchdowns with Jamar Chase.
And Jamar had half of the yards.
Yeah. Jamar had like 52 points in fantasy. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. But the Bengals cruised by Arizona 34-20. Mm-hmm. Saints blew out the Pats. I know you're really happy about this.
Dude, okay, number 1, Mac Jones is horrendous.
Dude.
He is so bad. Oh, my gosh.
And he's got Juju Smith-Schuster and Devontae Parker. Those are good weapons to have. Even though they're old, they're still really good receivers.
Well, I wouldn't put Juju in the old category.
I'm not, but like they have Kendrick Bourne too.
The pick 6 that he threw to the Honey Badger was so bad. Oh my gosh! Like
you had Saints defense too, didn't you?
Yeah, dude.
22 points.
Something like that, dude. Like but just take the sack Like I don't know where he was throwing it. It was so bad, but no, it looked good. The only thing I have to say is like Derek Carr still doesn't look incredible,
He's
but
still
it,
injured though too.
yeah, and it doesn't matter if you win 34-0. Like, AK looks like he's back. Chris Olave got his first touchdown of the season. Foster Moreau got a touchdown. That was weird on like a shuttle pass. That was sick. And then yeah, I mean it's good. It's good vibes. Um and it's a good win because we have to go to Houston next week. And on paper, before the season started, you're like, oh, easy W. But now with the way that they're playing, it's not going to be an easy game.
Oh yeah,
But
100%.
we will be the best defense that CJ Stroud has faced so far. So we'll have to see. And he just took an L last week. So we'll have to see how he
Man, that
bounces
was
back.
that was really close though as well.
Well, and we have Marcus Mays now back too. So
Oh
like
yeah, I forgot
CJ
he was suspended.
CJ Stroud's got to go up against Marcus. Let's just name some names: Marcus May, Tyron Matthew, Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, Cameron Jordan, Demario Davis. That's rough. So if honestly, but I could see that it's going to be another low scoring game because we just can't score. Like we scored against New England, but New England's so bad.
The only good defensive player they have. No, they have two now because they got J.C. Jackson back. J.C. Jackson got traded back to the
Yeah,
Patriots
but I
last
don't think he
week.
played yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Or
He did.
Sunday? He played
hmm
Sunday? Wow, he didn't even know.
So, and then Van Jefferson has also been traded to the Falcons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got traded
When? Just now?
this morning.
Oh, okay. That's actually a decent pickup,
Yeah, that's definitely is.
It just shows this, like, dude, who are you gonna trust now if you're the Falcons? Like, can you not throw it to Kyle Pitts or what?
Yeah, right. But yeah,
Underutilized
they got a
player, bro.
2025 pick out of it for next year.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I forgot to mention that today as well. So,
Okay.
the 49ers just completely creamed the Cowboys. Kittle's caught three tutties for
Oh
his
my
first
gosh.
hat
And
trick.
okay, but so I was playing against Victor in fantasy who had George Kittle, and all Kittle really had to do was make like one more catch,
You
and
would
I
have
would have
lost.
lost. And he only caught the three catches for the three touchdowns. So I think I won by like 2 points. So 3 points. So it's like, whew. I was watching that and I was
Yeah,
like,
I had
they got to
Purdy
the
and
point where they
Kittle.
were blowing them out enough that I knew they probably wouldn't throw the ball. So
Yeah, I had Kittle and Purdy in my other league. I was down what 50 points maybe.
done deal. Got
Done
it.
deal. Got it. Like we were down like 40 or 50,
It's
and then
like
we
that
came back.
TikTok where it's like, there's only one man who can save this city.
And it's
Have you
just
seen those where they're down
yeah.
like 90 points and it's like they have a kicker?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was brutal. The Cowboys suck.
Yeah, they did. Dude. Jack has like four INTs in the first.
Dude, oh my gosh, his picks are bad. His picks are really bad. And
I
that's the
I
problem
think
for
they need to
me
put
is they're
Trey
not
Lance in.
even. Huh?
They need to put Trey Lance in.
I think it might be time, dude. Like I
Or
think
Cooper Rush, dude.
or
Like
Cooper Rush, but I think that Dak just looked like so bad. And it sucks because I really like Dak as a dude, but it's just like if you can't do it against it would have been one thing if let's say he threw like three tutties, two picks, 300 yards, and they lost by a touchdown or they lost by 10. That's respectable. But you got destroyed. From minute one, you were getting destroyed. Dak's not the guy. If you are wondering if you can make a Super Bowl, if that is your quarterback, you can't. If he can't play well against good defenses, it's over.
yeah, Purdy had four touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
Kittle was a monster, bro.
he threw three to Kittle, one to use check.
And then
We love
McCaffrey
we
scored, of
love
course.
we love a use check.
And then
Honestly,
McCaffrey,
though.
of course, scored 14 straight games with a touchdown. That's absurd.
Hey, Sam Darnold had a 79.2 PPR rating. Or sorry,
So
QB
he
rating.
went in at the last couple
Yeah,
drives,
he
right?
threw one pass for 1 yard.
Good
Oh,
job, Sam.
geez. Good job, Sam. We're proud of you. Are you
But I
seeing
think
Ghost
it's
still?
but I do think it's time for Trey Lance or Cooper or something because I think it's unacceptable. Like you can lose to the Niners, who I think are the best team in football, but you can't lose that badly to the Niners if you want to consider yourself a contender. And then you think that you're going to be able to play that well against the Eagles? Like The Eagles are in your own division, and they're probably the second or third best team in the NFL. It's not looking good for Dallas. What are they, 2-3 or 3-2?
3-2.
Okay, so they lost to the Cards and they lost to the Niners.
Niners.
Back-to-back weeks, right? Or was there a game in between?
Game between.
Who'd they play in between?
I will tell you right now, the Patriots.
Oh yeah, they blew them out like 38-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Patriots have now allowed like 69 points in their last 2 games. Nice, by the way. But that's brutal, man.
More than 69. It's like 72.
That's brutal.
Because they scored 38 last week. Dallas did.
Yeah, and then we scored 34. Yikes.
Math.
72. Good job. Nailed it.
Right. Good job, me.
Yeah.
Colts cruise by the Titans barely.
Richardson's out.
Richardson is out for at least a month with an AC sprain.
Okay, but now the question is, do we really think, because that's what Carr had, so maybe Carr had a less severe one?
I think his was a strain. His is sprained. Sprain.
Okay, yeah.
So,
that sucks, dude. Sucks because
I know.
fantasy purposes for me, and
Dude,
he was playing really well.
Fields has been playing really good these last 2 weeks. I think they got their shit together, honestly.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Fields is a very matchup based quarterback for me. So like,
yeah, that's why I'm not playing Russ this week.
Right. So like for me, there are some quarterbacks you just lock it in, you just stick right with it. But like Fields, I'm just gonna go week to week. So they play somebody bad again this week, or like a bad defense again this week, and I'm like, okay. I think they play the Vikings.
Bears?
Yeah.
I'll look right now. But
I thought it was a divisional game.
Excuse me. Eagles beat the Rams 24-14.
Yeah, that was a closer game than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, for sure. And Puka got a touchdown
Eagles
too.
Still look dude, they're just.
Yeah, they're playing Minnesota.
People who say that the Eagles aren't a top 5 team, because I've been seeing that somewhere, that's slander. They're one of the two. There are only 2 undefeated teams in the NFL, and they're one of them.
Philly and
the Niners.
San Fran. Yep.
Everybody else has a loss.
Yes. I would say KC. I would say KC would be up there too, but they lost week 1.
Yeah, so I would say my top 5 would probably be the Niners at 1. I'll say that I have to say the top 2 that have the 5-0. So Niners, Eagles, and then I would probably say the Chiefs, maybe the Lions, because they're also putting up massive points week in, week out. So
yeah, they beat Carolina 41-24.
Yeah, and that game wasn't even, that seems closer than it was. It was a blowout. So I would say, I'd say Niners, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same as you.
I think the Bills are still on the edge, but I'm like, dude, you can't be losing those weird games like that. If you're gonna, what?
Dulce just coming back from IR.
Okay, well, no more Troutman.
More Troutman, thank God.
Yeah, he's poo-poo.
He's poo-poo. But he caught a touchdown.
Yeah, Puka got a touchdown again, too.
Yep.
Cooper's back. The Rams have been good, man.
Yeah, you got it from here.
Hold on. Keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say the Rams have been looking good, man. Like that division's looking scary again. So for those of you, like
I would put Tampa up there too, honestly, right now. They're 3-1.
I wouldn't put them that high though.
I'm not putting them that high, but
think about who they've beaten. Like they beat New Orleans, which
they beat Miami. They beat Minnesota, who was in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but like think about them right now. New Orleans is so hit or miss. Minnesota isn't great. And then they beat Chicago, who's poo. So I don't know, because they lost to the only really legit team they've played. No offense to my Saints, but you're not legit. Yeah, gotta get a really solid win before I take you seriously.
I definitely think Indy's creeping on the edge too. For me. Indy's creeping on the edge for me too.
I think Houston's creeping on the edge too.
Oh, you know what? Okay, no, hold on. I'm gonna say Niners, Eagles, Dolphins, Lions, and Pittsburgh.
So Dolphins ahead of the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk about the Chiefs, but
so okay, maybe top 10. just for funsies, I would say top 10. So Niners, Eagles, Chiefs. Wait, Niners, Eagles.
The only reason I'm putting the Dolphins above the Chiefs right now is just because Dolphins have had a tougher schedule.
Wait, I think I said the Dolphins in my 5, didn't I? Or who
You
did I
did.
say?
I don't think I think you said
Niners,
4.
Eagles, and then I had Chiefs at 4,
Chiefs at 3.
and then Lions. But who was my other one?
I don't think you said a fifth one.
I think it was the Dolphins.
I don't remember what you
Okay,
said.
well, I'll just say it now. Niners, Eagles, Dolphins, Chiefs, and then Lions. And then I would say after that at 6, I would probably say Buffalo because I think they're still good. 7, I would go maybe Houston. Just because they look really good. And then I'm
You're
just like
stuck.
blanking.
I know,
Huh?
me too. I would be stuck.
8 would be oh yeah. There maybe it shows that there aren't that many like top caliber teams this year.
Here, I'll give you mine. Eagles, Niners, Eagles, whatever. Dolphins, Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Colts, Texans, Jaguars. And I don't know that my 10th one, but
I think I'll put Jaguars.
I would say Seattle, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Seattle
I'll
so
put
far.
Jaguars at 8, Colts at 9, Seahawks at 10.
Yeah.
Well, the Rams probably deserve to be in there too.
I would think the chart. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough
I don't
one.
know, but I think it shows that like the top 5 to 7 are like pretty good,
They're pretty
but
close.
then
Yeah.
like after that, it's pretty jumbled.
Yeah. So, all right. Last thing. Steelers went on a game-winning touchdown from McKinney Pickett to George Pickens. That was a really crazy play. I don't know what the Ravens are doing, dude. I would have just taken a field goal.
Well, and Lamar just, dude.
Yeah, Lamar was.
He had
doo-doo.
2 chances too. Like he threw it away one time, and then somehow he got the ball back, and then he didn't do anything.
It's crazy.
TJ Watt's a menace, by the way.
TJ Watt stepped up big.
He's a menace.
So, all right, week 6 preview tomorrow as this episode's going up. Broncos at Chiefs. I'm not going to have to be blown up by the Chiefs, honestly, dude. Like Seahawks at Bengals, 49ers at Browns.
That's a really good game.
Both of those will be really good games.
Wait, 49ers where?
Browns.
That'll be like a defensive matchup, but I think the Niners might cruise.
Yeah. Saints at Texans. Lions at the Buccaneers. Viking at the Bears. The Vikings at the Bears.
The Buccaneers, Lions, that's a good game.
And Cowboys at Chargers Monday Night Football.
There are a lot of good games.
Yeah. Green Bay and Pitt are on a bye. Pittsburgh kind of walked into their bye with a win, which was really good. Green Bay, on the other hand, did not.
Whoa, Jordan
So,
Love.
Jordan Love.
Oh,
dude.
my.
That was awful.
He looked so bad last night. Holy.
Luckily,
I didn't have
had
much desire to watch that game, but I turned the second half on and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had Romeo Dobbs in both leagues, and then I'm so glad
He
I
didn't
bought
do
both.
horribly.
You had one fucking pass, Cat. Like,
Dude.
Bro.
Also, Jordan Love's first interception, if you guys haven't seen it, you should go look it up. It's probably one of the worst interceptions I've seen. He threw it right to him. And when I say right to him, I mean there probably wasn't a guy within 5 yards of anywhere of him, and he threw it right to him. Oh, man. And then that last throw, too, that was intercepted, I'm like, dude, like, you don't have to throw that.
Exactly.
It was bad.
All right, we're going to go take a quick break. We got some more things to cover. Solka, hockey, and baseball. So we will catch you guys in a second. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're going to go over some Champions League, Europa League, Liga, and Premier. And then we're going to preview NHL and MLB playoffs for MLB at least. So, last week we went over Real Madrid and Arsenal for Champions League just because the day that was happening, we were recording and our teams just finished playing before we recorded. So, excuse me. The rest of the games happened the day the episode went up last week. but we couldn't cover that obviously. But notable ones is that Milan and Dortmund tied 0-0. Barcelona barely edged FC Porto 1-0. And PSG at Newcastle, which is probably the most entertaining game of the week. Newcastle walked away 4-1.
It was so
Mbappe
great.
did not shoot a shot until the 85th minute,
Yeah, like it was
which just
wild.
proves. And then I literally watched the fourth goal. It was outside the box. I was like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah, that was wild. I
it
did
was a
not see
wild
that one.
game.
Yeah. At the moment, Newcastle are top of the group. That's so wild. Who would
It's
have thought?
crazy.
Yeah.
So
But things can turn around pretty quickly because they still have to go to Germany, which is really hard. That Dortmund is going to be insane. And then they have to go to Paris. So they
yeah, I
are
mean,
not out of
they
the
still
woods
have
yet.
like they have 3 more group stage games.
Yeah, because they got to go to those two. No, they have 4
No,
because
they have
there's
4.
6 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to go to the 2 away places, and that's not going to be easy. So
Yeah.
things can change real quick in the Champions League. So it's really cool for them, and I'm happy for them. But just hopefully they're cautious.
Right. Yeah, the next games are not till the first week of November.
Yeah,
So-
because we're on the international break.
We're on international break right now, as mentioned
Yeah,
earlier.
because we got the break, and then you don't play until the league, and then after that league game, you'll play Champions League.
I think it's 2 league games. I
No, because
believe.
Arsenal have Chelsea, and then we play Sevilla. So it'll be you have the weekend game, and then you have a midweek game in Champions League.
Yeah, for Liga we have one the 21st, and then
Yeah, because we play Chelsea, and then we play Sevilla, and then we play Sheffield, and then I think we play West Ham, and then we play Sevilla again.
oh no, we play Sevilla this weekend, and then we play Braga on the 24th. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
one league game, and then
the Champions League game, and then Madrid plays Barcelona on the 28th. Oh my gosh,
ooh,
I might have to wake up early for that game.
well, you should. It's the Clasico
Yeah,
at Bernabeu or at New Camp.
it is at Old Trafford. Barcelona. Wait, what are you talking about?
Barcelona, Real Madrid. Where's
Yeah.
the game?
It's in Barcelona.
Okay, so at the New Camp. Okay.
hmm
You said Old Trafford.
I don't know why I said Old Trafford. My brain's like
Who plays at Old Trafford? Do you know that?
Manchester United.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
why.
you have a Lego set of it, so
Yeah, that's probably why I was thinking about
Yeah.
it. I'm getting the new one, the Santiago
Bernabeu.
Bernabeu. Yep. So, all right, Europa real quick. Liverpool cruises by Union State 2-0. ST. I don't know what they go by anymore at this point. And then West Ham barely won against SC Freiburg. I mean, SC Freiburg is pretty solid. So, but those are recaps for champions in Europa. La Liga real quick. Real Madrid thumps Osasuna as Bellingham scores 2 goals in the fixture. Bellingham now has 10 goals in 10 games, which is crazy. Wild. And then Man City did remove Holland's contract clause to fend off Real Madrid, which I was kind of like, okay, you can still go get someone else. So
I think you can still go get him. You just can't do
honestly,
the buyout.
no, but probably have to pay some sort of.
I think you'll probably
fee.
go for Mbappe, and then if Mbappe says no, then you'll probably go for Holland.
If not, then we go Osimhen, I guess.
Yeah. I think Osimhen might go to the Prem, but we'll see.
He's not happy in Napoli at all.
No. And then
Premier.
news of the weekend is that Arsenal finally defeated Manchester City in a Premier League game for the first time since 2016, I believe, which is wild because I coach players that were born in 2014. So it's almost been as long as they've been alive since we've beaten Man City in the Prem. But oh my gosh, it felt good. It felt so good. And now I'm on the complete reverse spectrum of how I was last week. I feel great.
And I'm on the reverse spectrum too.
And the fact that we won without Saka is insane. Like Saka didn't play at all. So,
Damn.
and Saka removed himself, which I really like, removed himself of national team duty this week. So he's just going to stay and rest. Even better. Saliba is the best center back in the world. Don't even at me. Holland didn't have anything to go, didn't have anything. And
Holland's a big dude though.
Yeah, and Saliba bodied him, bro. Yeah, Saliba was
Yeah.
the best center back in the world. Just saying. And Man City, the sucks to suck, bro.
Yeah, they're kind of
We are no longer the little brothers.
This is why they're taking the release clause from Holland away too, because they've lost 2 straight Premier League games.
Yeah, you know that's the first time in almost 5 years they've lost 2 straight
Because they
Prem
lost to
games.
Newcastle last weekend.
No, they lost to Wolves.
Oh, that's
And
right.
then they lost to Newcastle in the cup. So
Yeah.
they lost to Newcastle in the cup, and then they beat somebody in the in the Prem. Then they beat somebody in the Champions League, and then they lost to Wolves and they lost to us.
Hmm.
You'll love to see it, bro.
There you go.
So it was awesome. Liverpool tied 2-2 against Brighton, which people will say it's a good point, but the problem is Liverpool were up 2-1 and then they gave it away. Tottenham won. Chelsea are finally back to winning ways, but not for long because they play Arsenal next. So that's
Eden Hazard did retire, by the
and
way.
then Hazard retired yesterday.
Today.
It was wild, dude. It sucks, but because I think he could have been so much more, but he was really a prime Hazard in the Prem was a problem, bro. So I actually have a Hazard.
You too.
Bang.
Bang.
Yeah. So
What team is he on?
Belgium.
Belgium.
And this
Crazy.
is from Belgium.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because we had some friends that lived in Belgium. Well, they still live there, but when they came, I guess it's kind of a thing in Europe where like if you visit people, it's just an expectation that you bring them something, which is kind of weird, but it's cool. So like,
That's awesome.
Toby asked like my dad, like, well, what is he into? And my dad's like, he loves soccer, and so he brought me that jersey. I'm like, that's so sick. So I
Wow.
can't wear it anymore because it's like a size large, but I
You could
have it.
frame it.
Yeah, I don't like Hazard enough to frame it though. So
Yeah, fair.
because at the time too, he was a Chelsea player, so I couldn't like really wear it that much because it's just against like the religion. But I
Where do
really
you
like.
think where do you
I think
think
it's fire.
he was in his prime at? There?
Chelsea for sure. He never
Chelsea.
even really played for Madrid. He had like the one season and then he got injured. So Chelsea for sure. His
So he
prime.
I forgot we signed him 2019.
Yeah, his prime was probably like 2016, 2017. He was incredible.
All right. Last score, West Ham and Newcastle did tie 2-2.
Yeah, that was good for West Ham too, because
They don't lose a point.
they're one of the surprises of the season so far. I thought they were gonna be horrible, and they've been good. So
They got Nathan what's his bucket from Ted Lasso. Remember?
Mhm.
'Cause he
Oh
went-
yeah, Shelley coaching
Nathan
there.
Shelley.
Yeah, except he went back. So
He went back to AC Richmond.
so yeah, that's soccer.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. International break's kind of killing us. But I got a Jude Bellingham jersey finally, guys. It finally came in the mail. Gold.
Yeah,
Came like a week later. Was
Yeah.
supposed to. But okay. MLB. We're gonna go over the wild card recap. There are all sweeps in that round. Twins swept the
Yeah.
Blue Jays, Rangers swept the Rays, Diamondbacks swept the Brewers.
Yep.
And Phillies swept the Marlins.
the
I don't know why I said
Maryland.
The Marylands. I got Mariners and Marlins
Yeah.
mixed up.
Yep.
So divisional rounds going on right now. Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Diamondbacks leads 2-0.
Yeah,
Braves
they
and
won
Phillies.
both of the first 2 games at Dodger Stadium, man.
Braves and Phillies is tied.
That's gonna be an insane series.
Atlanta came back yesterday on Monday.
If it could be, that would be an amazing World Series, but it can't be. But it would be amazing.
Diamondbacks do play today as the episode's going up.
Oh yeah,
Astros and Twins are tied, but the game's going on right now for us, and it looks like the Astros are running away with it. So it's going to be 2-1 Astros. And then the Rangers lead the series against the O's 2-0, and they play tonight. So you guys will see
in Texas.
the result.
Yeah.
So I believe it will be Rangers win the series for you guys.
It's kind of wild that they are going to sweep them if they do, because I thought the Orioles were like the dark horse to win it all.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like that's the same with the Diamondbacks too. Out of
Diamondbacks are
the
dark horse.
NL.
Yeah, they're insane.
So yeah, baseball is kind of coming to an end real quick. It's kind of crazy.
It's kind of
how fast
sad,
these
but
games-
I think when none of our teams, us three, right? And Elijah's not here, but when none of them are in it, it's not as fun. So I mean, it's like every other sport. If your team's not in the playoffs, it's not fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can watch the big games and be like, wow, but like I'm not turning on any of these games and having really any emotional attachment. Like I watched it was at the bottom of the fifth when I turned on the Dodgers game last night, and I watched the rest of it, but I wasn't emotionally attached to it. Like I just had it on to have it on. So it does kind of suck, but there's a certain league that starts back up tonight, and my team is
Oh
playing.
yeah, hockey is back.
Return of the Kraken.
The Kraken do play Vegas tonight for us, so you guys will know the result of that
Dude,
game
if
tomorrow.
we could win that game, that'd be so massive.
They were at the Allegiant Stadium yesterday.
The Knights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Dude,
hosting the Stanley Cup.
If
Okay,
we could win it tonight, that'd be huge.
this is gonna be so relatable. But Peyton and Eli Manning both revealed that they drink beer out of the Stanley Cup, and I find that hilarious.
Dude, they crack me up. If you guys haven't ever watched Manning cast, what are you doing? It's so funny. It's so good.
Nashville at Tampa Bay, that has been going on for an hour, I think. I'm gonna pull up the score right now. But the other game that we have is Chicago at Pittsburgh. Connor
That'll be good.
Bedard
Yep.
is making his debut. He is in this first rotation. So yeah, hockey
And
is
then the
back.
Kraken go to Vegas on
Let's
Vegas.
hear it. Let's hear it real quick.
The Kraken.
There we go.
And if
It's back.
they are gonna go to Vegas, and if they could get a win when Vegas is trying to celebrate, massive. Be massive.
Tampa Bay is up on Nashville right now, 1-0.
Yeah, not a
1-0.
surprise there.
Hey, England won. Oh wait, no, that's a World Cup. Wait, no. That's tennis. I don't know what this is. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
I don't know what this is.
Not soccer.
Oh, it's cricket. That's what it is.
Got it.
God
That
damn.
makes sense.
They World Cup for cricket?
We are now a cricket. No, just kidding. We're now a cricket podcast.
This is
No,
and then San Jose doesn't kick off till Thursday. So
Yeah.
I kind of have a couple days to just like keep my
when do
cool.
the Coyotes play?
I believe
For
tomorrow.
Elijah's sake.
Tomorrow.
Man, they gotta get a new stadium.
Dude.
Imagine being a professional, like a professional team, and you're playing at a college ice rink.
They should just share the fucking footprint stadium at this point.
Yeah, that would be so much better. But only a bunch of other teams do that.
Oh, they don't play till Friday.
The Coyotes. Who do they play?
New Jersey. See the devil. Sorry.
The Devils. Yeah. So I'm excited, especially because like the Kraken are actually good. So I can have a team that's good.
Ass.
Yeah. At least you guys have cool uniforms and logo.
We're going
Like
back
you
to
have really good
26.
merch. So it's the same with the Kraken, except they're actually good now. Their hype video though that I posted. Did you see that on my Instagram? Oh, dude, hype. Let's go.
I don't think one of my team. Oh no, that's my Giants made the playoffs in 2021.
My goal is to get. I want a Kraken jersey by the end of this year.
I want a Sharks.
I might get one actually during the winter so I can actually wear it because then I can wear the long sleeve. Yeah. Are they still? Is this Are they already doing Fanatics jerseys now, or is it still Adidas for one more year?
I believe it's Fanatics now.
Already?
I believe so. I don't know. You can look it up.
Hey, yo, what the heck is this?
What?
It's a Kraken soccer jersey, and it's ugly as hell.
Ooh, what is that?
They have it for other teams too.
Oh, please don't. I don't want to see the Sharks.
Well, they still have it. They still have the jerseys on Adidas. I would get the blue one, probably.
Sick.
I really want the striped one, the reverse retro, but I don't think that they really have them anywhere.
Yeah.
But my goal is to definitely get one by the end of this year. Or I want to get it during the winter so then I can wear it. Jerseys, I think that they are Fanatics now. Yeah, because the first one that's coming up, the authentic, is Fanatics. I'd probably get it empty though. I don't really want a player. I just want the empty name.
And
unless I could get the striped one.
We don't have any notable players, so.
Oh. There's this one.
Those are sick.
Yeah. I like that one the most, but I think the blue one would probably be the best because it's a little more chill.
What about the dark navy one? That
Yeah,
they have?
that's what I was saying. The darker one, yeah. Yeah, so on Fanatics, they don't have any of the Adidas ones left. So I'm assuming they're already on Fanatics.
Mm,
So I've heard
okay.
that it's almost the same jersey, just basically Adidas. It just looks like just different logo on there.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I was gonna see if they had Sharks jerseys on.
Look. All right, that advice.
Ooh, you go first. Ooh, they do.
Yeah, yay.
They have the throwback one is $95, but they only have it in extra small.
I don't like those honestly. They're not my favorite.
No, because you want the one with the freaking cool logo on it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's fire. You and I have to get one, so then you, Elijah, and I can all wear one on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But all right, that
all right,
advice.
that advice. You go first.
Don't pull Elijah and just shoot shots and not be able to take them back.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but like, I think that should be yours. That dish it, not take it, right?
This shit, don't take it.
Well, don't be able to not take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine will be off of that same point, but like, know when your friends are hurting and just know when to support versus when to bash. So like we've all had moments over the past couple weeks where like we like to shit talk each other, but there's a difference between that and like truly knowing like, okay, I should probably just leave him alone. So just know when to push and know when to leave it.
Yeah.
Because, especially in this circumstance, like last week I was just so angry, and then this week you were angry, and it's just like there's no need to push it. Like at least let it simmer a little bit when it's not so fresh, and then poke fun. So like we made fun of you for the Dolphins thing, but that was on a Tuesday, right? But like just know when to leave it. So I think it's not great. Neither of ours are great, but just like know when to leave it and know when to
we're just
not
taking
push
shots
it.
at Tarzan.
Not really, but like I mean, in this circumstance, I'm talking about that, but I think in general, it's good to know when to like leave it and when to push it. Because if you're gonna push it and people get angry, then it's just not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. I got another one though. Treat yourself to a freaking jersey, guys. Treat
Yeah, if you
yourself.
want something, you should treat yourself to it for
Yeah,
sure.
I have
Like
another one.
like I didn't know how I was financially, and I still bought those shoes because I'm like, I really want them, and I may not even get them anyways because it's on a drop, and so I'm just gonna try. And then I got it.
There you go. And you were helping what's her bucket with the film project while ordering those.
Yeah. So just yeah, there you go. Treat yourself too. Don't be afraid to it's never bad to get yourself something that you want.
Thanks.
So
All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, follow our social medias, all the above. Next week we might have a special guest. Still waiting on her to let me know.
or him, either
Or
one.
him, either one, or
We got
both,
a couple lined up.
or both. But hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy NHL, hockey. Enjoy your baseball playoffs. Enjoy soccer, even though it's an international break. So if you're rooting for an international team, enjoy. And also football, obviously. I'm not going to be happy on Thursday, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will catch you guys next week. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.